Ndao, it's Miss Amara again. To sit across the crown of your forehead, you want it really nice and straight. And that's it. Hi again, this is Miss Amara, and today I'm going to show you how to tie a sego gele. Now, I'm sick and tired of paying someone £5 every time I need to tie a gele for a wedding, so I've learned how to tie it, and hopefully today I can show you. Now, this is a traditional Nigerian gele, normally worn by ladies like myself. Right, so ideally you want your gele to sit across the crown of your forehead. You want it really nice and straight. In order to do that, you need to make sure that the structure of your gele is on point. So what I do is I take about 3 to 4 centimeters of the tip of the gele and fold it inwards. And I make sure that I fold it all the way to the end. Okay, now once I've got my fold, to secure the fold, I use my knee. And I do that so when the gele is lined across your forehead, you have a perfectly straight line. And voila, you have a perfect fold. Right, so let's get started. What you need to do is place the gele around the front of your forehead and you start wrapping it round. Now what you will notice is that one end of the gele, there you go, is a lot shorter than the other. Now in my right hand, I will have the longer side of the gele because I'm right-handed, and that will be the side that I will use to wrap around my head at least 3 to 4 times. The shorter part of the gele will not be wrapped around at all, it will just be left there. So as you can see, that is how it looks from the back. Now from the front, I just continue to wrap the gele round and round and round. And you do that really until you're satisfied with the number of folds that you have. Okay, so once you take the gele round and you're happy, you need to grab the end of your gele and you gather it in ever so gently, and you then gather in the end of the shorter part of the gele. And once you have the two of them gathered, you begin to tie a knot. So you'll see a shot of the back very soon, and you can do 2 knots or 3 knots. I do 3 just to make sure that it's extra secure. There you go, you can see knot number 1, knot number 2 will shortly come along, and there we go, it's right there. And after you've done all your knots, you can literally just tuck it into the bottom of your gele so that it's not so visible. Now it's not something that I did on this occasion, but it is something that I would recommend that you do. So now it's just about styling and making it look beautiful, and it's about all the lovely folds that you'll get at the front. Right, so we're at the final stage now. So really what you want to do is just play around with the gele until you're happy with how it looks. Now you start this by pulling the gele down initially and then folding it back up. Now you do this and you can spend however much time you want doing this, just so far as you're happy with how it looks. So I've pulled mine down and now I'm getting to the stage where I'm pulling it all back up and just making it look good. So yeah, what I really want to do is make sure that all the folds that I do have are very nice and crisp. So you just really need to run your fingers along it and make sure that it looks sharp. And now what I'm doing is just pulling down the folds that I would have created when I initially tied the gele. Now there will be quite a lot of folds that you would have done when you tied the gele, which now perhaps you can't see anymore. So you need to pull those folds out, but you need to make sure that you're very gentle with it, because otherwise you run the risk of having the gele slip off of your head and you have to start all over again. But you can see that's what I'm doing. I'm just exposing the folds that I would have made earlier, and now I'm just having a bit of a play around with it until I'm satisfied. Now I can do this for 5 minutes, I can do this for 10 minutes. It depends on how I tied the gele initially. So yeah, that's really about it. So just have a bit of a play around and see how it goes. And there we have it, the gele. Now it is a little bit tiring on the arm, so you need to have quite strong guns in order to do this, but it is quite rewarding once you know you've created this. So thanks so much for watching and tune into my next video.